Welcome to the Final Days channel. Today is November 2nd, 2021. Today you will be seeing some really exciting footage of celestial objects, some that I've never seen before. And I've been doing this for a few years now. These images just came in from the FAA weather cameras yesterday. Now most of them are Alaska. I think one of them is Colorado. The purpose of this channel is to show viewers that we are living in the very last days according to the Holy Bible. We will start with some images from Wolf Creek Pass, and as we go through these images, please note the very, very heavy use of atmospheric chemicals in order to hide an enormous celestial object that is rotating across the sky in this footage. As these celestial objects get closer and closer to the Earth, they become much harder to hide with any of the concealment technology currently in place. They are now close enough to affect Earth's tectonic plates, which has caused a sharp increase in earthquakes and volcanic activity all around the world, which I think most of us are very well aware of by now. And really, this affects everything. Our magnetosphere, our jet stream, and these in turn are causing wild and extreme weather that we are all seeing in different parts of the world. These older images from Good News Bay, Alaska, are a great example of how the atmospheric chemicals can be so thick they actually cast shadows upon the sky. Notice how this starts out as one single streak. Ten minutes later, it spreads out a little. Now these frames are all 10 minutes apart. In another 10 minutes, the chemicals have fanned out halfway across the view of this camera. 10 minutes later, the chemicals are still spreading out until they have created a thin film across the sky. In Thorn Bay, Alaska, a total eclipse of the sun is occurring here. These happen many times per day. Here we see the center of the manufactured light, the black dot, casting a reflection upon the water. On the right side of this image, we see a reflection of the jet that is always present during these eclipses. As the eclipse progresses, you will note an impossibility. It is entirely impossible that our sun could actually move in front of objects that are eclipsing it in these videos. Very hidden in the atmospheric chemicals, we see the object that just eclipsed the sun. The manufactured light moves in front of these objects, while the real sun passes behind the object, completely concealing these many daily solar eclipses. When we replay these images with contrast added, we see more than one celestial object being hidden. We also see the sky lenses at work here, because there is a striped celestial object that appears to jump from one location to another. We also see some technology being used to skew our view of the striped object, causing it to appear elliptical in one of these frames. The smoke and mirrors used to hide what's coming is implemented by technology many, many, many years ahead of anything that we, the common people, are allowed to know about. If we draw a straight line from the reflection of the concealment jet to the black dot center of the manufactured light, the object being hidden always falls upon that line. I've never seen an exception to this. In the Bible's book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 25, Jesus tells us that we will see signs in the sky when the end of the age is near. These are definitely signs. If these aren't, I don't know what is. The close proximity of the celestial system we are viewing is causing severe climate changes, dramatic increases in earthquakes and volcanism to our planet, as I mentioned previously. The footage from the south-facing camera at Gustavus Dock shows us another eclipse with a striped celestial object. Once again, remember that it is absolutely impossible for the naked eye to see something like this behind our sun, which is 93 million miles away. Some contrast shows us a striped object getting ready to eclipse the sun. This system is also affecting our sun, causing an increase in earthbound energy waves, CMEs, and solar flares, as many of you are very aware of. In Pelican, Alaska, we see more than one object in close proximity to each other. The atmospheric chemicals are very effective at hiding these objects from public view. The enemies of Christ do not want folks to know how close to the end we are. The enemies of Christ do not want you to turn your life over to Jesus before your time runs out. That's the reason for spending untold trillions on the technology to hide what's really affecting our planet. According to the Bible's book of Revelation, things are going to get a lot worse. The good news about all this is that faithful believers in Christ are not appointed to God's wrath, judgments, or plagues, as stated repeatedly throughout the Bible. We have God's promise on this in many places. The New King James Version of Luke chapter 21, verse 36 reads, "Watch therefore, and pray always, that you may be counted worthy to escape all these things that will come to pass." Jesus is referring to God's wrath, his judgments, often referred to as the time of the Great Tribulation. He is saying that those who are counted worthy will escape all God's wrath. To be counted worthy, we must be living in holiness. A link in the description box below discusses what holiness is and how to achieve it. Following are several of God's promises to those who are living in obedience to him. This is Psalm 91 from the New King James Version. "He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in him I will trust. Surely he shall deliver you from the snare of the fowler, and from the perilous pestilence. And he shall cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you shall take refuge. His truth shall be your shield and buckler. You shall not be afraid of the terror by night, nor of the arrow that flies by day, nor of the pestilence that walks in darkness, nor of the destruction that lays waste at noonday. 1,000 may fall at your side, and 10,000 at your right hand, but it shall not come near you. Only with your eyes shall you look, and see the reward of the wicked. Because you have made the Lord, who is my refuge, even the Most High, your dwelling place, no evil shall befall you, nor shall any plague come near your dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over you, to keep you in all your ways. In their hands they shall bear you up, lest you dash your foot against a stone. You shall tread upon the lion and the cobra, the young lion and the serpent you shall trample underfoot. Because he has set his love upon me, therefore I will deliver him. I will set him on high because he has known my name. If he shall call upon me, I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life I will satisfy him and show him my salvation. The next few screens will tell you how to accept Christ into your life. Simply pause the screens if you need more time to read the text. Thank you for watching the video.